Good day, Ma'am Lim. Good day, cadets. We are the Group 1. But before we will proceed in our discussion, let us first introduce our group. I am Cadet Fortas Baligasal Galamari.
I am Alonso Jason G. I am Patak Jimenez.
So for today, we will share to you or discuss to you about the boiler feed water analysis report. And for today, we will discuss to you how we come up the data and also the procedure. So for further ado, let's get started.
So for activity 1, group 1, the members are I'm Patak Jimenez, the leader, alongside Jason, the analysis, and Baligasal Galamari, the PMS. For introduction, water sample testing are essential for identifying the water quality, for ensuring safety and identifying its potential contaminants. It helps to identify the pH level, hardness, alkalinity, chloride, ion, phosphates, and dissolved oxygen. By collecting and examining water sample at different sources such as rain, salt water, and tap water, chemists can detect physical, chemical, and biological contaminants. This analysis helps ensure the safety and regulatory standards, protect public health, and support environmental sustainability. Proper sampling techniques and preservation methods are critical to obtaining accurate and reliable results. In our objectives, objective number 1 is to assess the physical, chemical, and biological quality of water samples from various sources. Number 2 is to measure key water quality parameters include pH, hardness, alkalinity, chloride, ion, and phosphate in dissolved oxygen.
So for our activities, for collecting H2O sample, determine the TSS and determine the pH is Baligasal Galamari. For the hardness, phosphate, chloride ion is Patak Jimar. And for the alkalinity and dissolved oxygen is Kalusan Jason.
And for the methods, the materials used is tap water, salt water, rainwater, tissue, marker, tape, containers, and lab notebook.
For the equipment procedures, beakers and flasks for holding and mixing samples, sampling bottles, sterilized containers for collecting water sample, pH meter or off strips to measure acidity or alkalinity, turbidity meter to assess water clarity, dissolved oxygen or DO meter to measure oxygen levels in water, gloves, lab coat or coverall, and goggles for safety during testing. So our first data table for total suspended solids, I am Baligasal Galamari, the leader of the objective 1. So first, the boiler water surface, volume of water filtered is 0 kasi hindi po natin siya na-measure during our laboratory. Mass of dried filtered paper is 0.3683. Mass of dried filtered paper with suspended solids is 3.390 na 39.48. So our source of water sample, we have 5 water samples, boiler water surfaces, salt water, rainwater, tap water, and steam water. So our main goal here is to discuss to you the pH and the TSS in ppm. So for the pH of boiler water surfaces is 8.34. For the TSS in ppm is 0. The salt water TSS is 35 salinity. Rainwater is 0. Tap water is 0. Steam water is 0. So when we say TSS, no, it is all about the salinity of the water samples. So here, as you can see, the samples water here is only exists in salt water. So next, I will discuss to you the procedure on how we come up with the kind of data. So our first step is we collect the water samples like salt water, tap water, boiler water, and rainwater. Our second step is we prepare all the needed materials and equipment. Third step, filtered all the water sample. Fourth step, get the salinity amount in every water sample. Fifth step, take the pH of boiler water. Sixth step, weight of oil. Seventh step, weight of oil with paper filter that used in boiler water.
So next we have the data table, total suspended solids. So Paligasa is the Donamari, is the TMS, concentration is the analyst, and I, Patajima is the leader. Boiler water sources. Boiler with the water filtered mass of dried filter paper is 0.3683. Mass of dried filter paper with suspended solid is 3.3948. Source of water sample, we have boiling water sources, salt water, rainwater, tap water, and steam water. First, we have boiling water sources. The pH is 8.34, the pH in ppm is 0, alkalinity is 2 ppm, total alkalinity and M alkalinity is 1 ppm, and the alkalis present is we have hydroxide and carbonate. Procedure. So our first step is we collect H2 sample. We have the boiler water and steam water and sea water. Next step is prepare all the needed materials and equipment. Third step is take the P alkalinity in steam water and boiler water and salt water. Next, we collect H2 sample like boiler water, steam water, and sea water. Second step is prepare all the needed materials and equipment. Third step, take the P alkalinity of steam water, boiling water, and salt water. P alkalinity steam water, we have 2 drops of acids phenolphthalein, 5 ml of steam water, and P alkalinity is we have boiling water, 2 drops of acid phenolphthalein, 5 ml of boiling water, 10 ml of hydrochlorides, and M alkalinity we have 2 drops of acid methane orange, and 5 ml of boiling water, and 5 ml of hydrochlorides. P alkalinity salt water, we have 2 drops of acid phenolphthalein, 5 ml of sea water, 3 ml of hydrochlorides, and M alkalinity is we have 2 drops of acid methane orange, 5 ml of sea water, 2 ml of hydrochlorides, and fourth step, take the hardness of distilled water, sea water, and boiler water.
So this is our next and final activity for chemistry. So the data table, total suspended solids named Paligasa Donamari is the analyst, Palusa Jason is chemist, Atak Jimar is leader. So the boiler water processes so same as D1 and D2. The volume of water filtered is 0. Mass of dried filter paper is 0.3683, and the mass of dried filtered water with suspended solids is 3.3948. So the source of our water sample is boiler water surfaces, salt water, rainwater, and tap water, and steam water. So the pH of boiler water surfaces is pH is 8.34, and the TNS in ppm or salinity is 0, and P alkalinity is 2 ppm. Total alkalinity is 1 ppm, and alkalis presence is hydroxide carbonate, and salt water is 0 pH, and TSS and ppm is 35 salinity. P alkalinity is 0.6 ppm. Total alkalinity 0.4 ppm, and alkalis presence is hydroxide and carbonate. So the procedure of third chemistry is first, we prepare all the needed materials and equipment. The second is clean all the needed equipment with fresh water. Third step is take all the P alkalinity and M alkalinity in each endpoint of salt water, steam water, and bottom water, boiler water. And And the P alkalinity, salt water, 2 and 3 drops of phenolphthalein acids, 5 ml of salt water, 4 drops of hydrochlorides acids, endpoint. And steam boiler water is 2 and 3 drops of phenolphthalein acids, and 5 ml of steam boiler water, 3 drops of hydrochlorides acids, and its endpoint. And the bottom boiler water is 2 to 3 drops of phenolphthalein acids, 5 ml of bottom boiler water, and 10 drops of hydrochlorides acids of and its endpoints. And the M alkalinity is salt water, 2 to 3 drops of butane orange acids, 5 ml of salt water, 4 drops of hydrochlorides acids, and its endpoint. And the steam boiler water is 2 to 3 drops of butane orange acid, 5 ml of steam boiler water, 2 drops of hydrochlorides acid, and its.
So, for our conclusion, the data reveals significant differences in water qualities across various sources. Boiler water surfaces show low alkalinity and PSS, while salt water displays high salinity and moderate alkalinity. Rainwater, tap water, and steam water exhibit minimal dissolved solids. All samples except for pure water sources contain hydroxide and carbonates. So that's all. We hope that you learned a lot from our data and procedure about boiler water analysis report. So once again, I am Cadet Forecast Manigas Albanori.
And I am Kalusa Jason G.
And I'm Bed Forecast Contact URS.
That's all. Thank you.